Hello viewers, I am Deepti. Today I am going to make a video for ICSE Class 10 English Literature in my series 50 plus MCQ. Today's chapter is the pedestrian. First of all, I want to share with you that you have to become a member of my channel to watch my videos completely. For this, you have to pay rupees 59 to YouTube. Only then you will be a member and my videos will be shown to you. Otherwise, if you want the PDF of my videos, then you have to become a master achiever by paying rupees 89 to YouTube, and then I will provide the PDF along with answers to you. So first question of today's video from the chapter The Pedestrian. What was the thing that Leonard Mead did not most dearly love to do? To take walks at night, to step out into the silent city street, to observe his surroundings, to watch television while sitting on his couch. And the correct answer is option number D, to watch television while sitting on his couch. ये वो नहीं करता था, उसको अच्छा नहीं लगता था. The time in the evening that Mead goes out for a walk is 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. and the correct answer is 8 p.m. Dash forms the theme of the story. An adventurous journey into future, mystery of a night, dangers of isolation, power of observation, and the correct answer is option number C, dangers of isolation. Below is the conversation between Mr. Mead and police car. List the sequence in the correct order. Where are you taking me? I guess you would call me a writer. That's my house while the car was taking into the asylum. Nobody wanted me. The reason why I am not married. So, करेक्ट सीक्वेंसेस ए ऑप्शन बी और सी और डी. तो किसको हमने लाइन वाइज लेना है? जो उनकी कन्वर्सेशन हुई थी, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा गया, उसने क्या आंसर दिया. सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी, बिकॉज इन दिस केस सेकेंड जो हमारा लाइन है वो आ रही है. आई गेस यू वुड कॉल मी अ राइटर व्हेन आस्क्ड अबाउट हिज प्रोफेशन. पूछा गया था तो उसने ये बोला आई एम अ राइटर. सेकेंड इज नोबडी वांटेड मी. जब उससे कार ने पूछा इफ ही वाज मैरिड तो उसने बोला नोबडी वांटेड मी. फर्स्ट इज वेयर आर यू टेकिंग मी. व्हेन आस्क्ड टू सिट इन द कार पूछा गया तो उसने पूछ रहा है मुझे कहाँ लेके जा रहे हो. फिर उसने रास्ते में बोला दैट्स माय हाउस व्हाइल द कार वाज टेकिंग हिम टू द असाइलम. तो करेक्ट सीक्वेंस इज सेकंड, फोर्थ, 1 and 3 and option number C is correct in this case. In which year is the story set? AD 2050, 2051, 2052, 53 and the correct option is AD 2053. Next is select the option that shows correct relationship between statement 1 and statement 2. Statement 1 is Mead compares walking through the empty silent streets to walking through a graveyard. Statement 2, Mead compares the empty street to the dry riverbeds of a windless desert. Option A is statement 1 and 2 are both true. B is 1 and 2 are both false. C is 1 is true, 2 is false and D is 1 is false, second is true. But we know that both statements are true. So option number A is correct in this case. Name the intersection where the Mead stood silent, where two main highways cross the town. What is the point of that intersection? Howrah, riverfront crossing, Cloverleaf intersection, Arizona intersection, London Square intersection and the correct option is Cloverleaf intersection, option number B. Select the option that shows correct relationship between statement 1 and 2 again. Statement 1 is he would stride off sending patterns of frosty air before him like the smoke of a cigar. Statement 2, misty evening in the November. So statement 1 is the cause of the statement 2. 1 and 2 are independent of each other. 1 is true, 2 is false or statement 2 is the cause of statement 1. So option number D is correct. 2 is the cause of statement 1 because it was a misty evening. That is why वहां पर smoke of a cigar, जैसे हम ठंड में बात करते हैं तो आपके मुंह से धुआं आता है, तो ये उसी चीज के लिए है. तो ऑप्शन नंबर D is correct. Which of the following words best describe the world in which Mead lived? Idyllic, very pleasant and peaceful, utopian. Utopian means होता है idealistic और impossibly ideal, और dystopian. अब dystopian word का meaning क्या है? Hostile, unfair, controlling, मतलब जिसमें किसी को किसी से कोई लेना देना ही नहीं है. Last is cheerful, happy और jolly. तो कौन सा इसमें ठीक लग रहा है आपको? Idyllic, utopian, dystopian, cheerful. और आपको clearly पता है C option is correct, dystopian, क्योंकि everybody is hostile to other. कुछ है ही नहीं. Question number 10. What would happen if Mr. Mead walked at night with hard heels? Dogs in intermittent squad would parallel his journey. Lights might click on. Faces would appear. All of the above. And all of the above is the correct option here. कैसे? डॉग्स अगर साथ में जाएंगे, डॉग्स बार्क करेंगे, लोग देखेंगे, लाइट्स ऑन होंगी, कौन आया है, तो फेसेस अपीयर होंगे, मतलब वो बाहर झांक के देखेंगे कि कौन आया है, किसकी वजह से डॉग्स आए हैं यहाँ पर. तो इसीलिए उसने, आपको पता ही है कि हार्ड हील पहननी ही छोड़ दी थी, स्निकर्स पे आ गया था. He would stride off, sending patterns of frosty air before him. What does frosty air signify in this line? Frosty air. It means that he was smoking a cigar. It means that it was very cold on the road. It means that there was air pollution. None of the above. And option number B is correct. It means that it was very cold on the road, जिसकी वजह से frosty air हो गई है. Air frost से भर गई है. Where only the faintest glimmers of firefly light appeared in flickers behind the windows. What does glimmer mean? Shining brightly, shivering due to cold, a feeble or intermittent light, glowing like moon. And the correct option is C, a feeble or intermittent light, जो थोड़ी सी बाहर आ रही है. Select the option that shows correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. 1 is he had wisely changed to sneakers when strolling at night. 2 is his feet made no noise on the lumpy walk. So option number A is statement 1 is the cause of statement 2. B is 1 and 2 are independent. C is 1 is true, 2 is false, and D is 2 is the cause of statement 1. And here option number A is correct. Statement 1 is the cause of statement 2. क्योंकि वो स्निकर्स पे आ गया है, इसीलिए उसके पैरों की आवाज नहीं आ रही है. What time of the year is the story The Pedestrian set in? Early April, late December, early January, late November. And the correct option is D, late November. While walking in the night, what does the author compare the cottages and their dark windows to? किससे compare करता है? Hospitals, graveyards, magnificent homes, fairy tale houses. And the correct option is graveyards. तो option number B is correct. वैसे तो चैप्टर में और चीजों से भी कंपैरिजन आए हैं, बट आपको ये देखना है कहाँ किस चीज का कंपैरिजन किसके साथ आया है. Which of these statement is not true of Leonard Mead? He enjoyed walking the streets at night. He walked all alone. He was married to a writer. He loved to cock his head, listen and look around while he walked. ये तो उसको अच्छा लगता था. तो not true means कौन सा हो गया? C. He was married to a writer. नहीं, he himself is a writer. What do the phrases grassy seams and lumpy walk suggest? The city has not been looked after properly. No one uses the side paths and so they remain unattended. Mr. Mead is very critical about things. People in the city are careless and have damaged the path. Option number B is correct. No one uses the side paths and so they remain unattended. कि कोई वहां पर जा ही नहीं रहा क्योंकि लोगों को बाहर निकलने का शौक ही नहीं है जब तक कोई काम नहीं है. What would the dogs do if Mr. Mead wore hard heels for his night walks? Bite his legs for making noise? Be afraid and run away from him? Parallel his journey while barking? All of the above. And correct option is C. Parallel his journey while barking. उसके साथ साथ चल पड़ते कि कोई तो सड़क पे दिखाई दिया, चलो भाई चलते हैं साथ में. On this particular day, he walked toward dash direction towards the hidden sea. किस तरफ गया था? जहां सी था, कौन सी डायरेक्शन है? Westerly, north, easterly, southern. And the correct option is A, westerly. How did the cold air affect Mr. Mead during his night walk towards the hidden sea? It cut his nose. It made his lungs blaze. Both A and B, none of these. And the correct option is C, both A and B. Cold air की वजह से cut his nose and made his lungs blaze. Obviously ठंड है तो लगेगा ही. It cut the nose and made the lungs blaze like a dash. Fill in the blank. Graveyard covered with snow. Christmas tree in sight. Ice cream factory. Snow-capped mountain. And the correct option is comparison किसके साथ है? Like आया है तो comparison है Christmas tree के साथ. Option number B is correct. Which of these did Mr. Mead not do while walking at night? He listened to the faint push of his soft shoes through autumn leaves. He whistled a cold, quiet whistle between his teeth. He plucked the leaves of the tree. He examined the skeletal patterns of the leaf. And the correct option is he plucked the leaves of the tree. Because आपने देखा था, he pick up the leaf, प्लक नहीं करता, पिक करता है, उठाता है और सिर्फ उसको ध्यान से देखता है कि उसका स्केलेटल कैसा है, क्योंकि उसको इंटरेस्ट है नेचर में. What did Mr. Mead whisper to every house on every side as he moved? चलता है तो क्या करता है? Hi, there anyone home? Hello, in there. Are you listening? Good evening, folks. तो क्या बोलता है? अपने आप से धीरे से बोलता है, पर क्या बोलता है? ऑप्शन नंबर बी, hello, in there means कौन है अंदर. He compares his moving shadow in the silent and empty street too, like the shadow of a phantom, like the shadow of a ghost, like the shadow of a silent tree, like the shadow of a hawk in mid-country. तो यहाँ पर किससे compare किया गया है? Like the shadow of a hawk in the mid-country. Option number D is correct. Which television channel did he not mention while whispering to the houses? Channel 8, Channel 9, Channel 4, Channel 7, and option number A is correct, Channel 8. Ray Bradbury was one of the most famous 20th century dash author. Australian, American, French, British, and the correct option is B, American. What was Mr. Mead's profession? Doctor, psychiatrist, scientist, writer, and the correct option is D, writer. How many cars did the city have in the election year? Election year 2052. How many cars were there? 1, 2, 3 or 4. In the election year there were 3 cars. Option number C is correct. To stop the dogs from barking at him and disturbing the resident, what did Mr. Mead do? Started walking very late in the night, changed his shoes to sneakers, started to walk on the grass, started walking as slow as possible. And option number B is correct. Change his shoes to sneakers, क्योंकि उसको ये तो पता था कि मुझे जाना है, but बाकी disturb ना हो, इसलिए वो switch हो गया sneakers पे. Mr. Mead thought that if he closed his eyes and stood very still, he could imagine himself in a wintry, windless Arizona desert, in the middle of the Dead Sea with chilling silence, on top of Mount Etna, inside his house locked away from everyone. And the correct option is A, in a wintry, windless Arizona desert. On the following questions, which one did Mr. Mead not ask the houses? What is it now? Time for a dozen assorted murders. A comedian falling off stage. Is anyone home? And the correct option is not पूछा गया है, तो option number D is correct. Is anyone home? उसको पता है कि अंदर लोग तो हैं. Ray Bradbury did not write stories in which of the following genres? Mystery, humor, horror, science fiction. And the correct option is B, humor. What was the scene of the Cloverleaf intersection during the day? It was a thunderous surge of cars. The gas stations were open, a ceaseless jockeying for positions as the scrap beetles, all of the above. And here option number D is correct, all of the above. दिन के समय वहीं पर बहुत सारी कारें आ जा रही हैं, गैस स्टेशन खुले हुए हैं, बहुत शोर है, सब कुछ हो रहा है. और रात के समय सिनेरियो चेंज हो गया, लेकिन यहाँ पर हमारा ऑल ऑफ द अबव यानी डी ऑप्शन करेक्ट है. In how many years has Mr. Mead not met another person walking? कितने साल हो गए उनको कोई नहीं मिला रास्ते में चलता हुआ? 8, 9, 10, 11 and option number C is correct. 10 years. Select the option that shows correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. 1 is the car flashed a fierce white cone of light upon him. 2 is he stood entranced, stunned by the illumination. Option number A is statement 1 is the cause of 2. 1 is true but statement 2 is false. C is 1 and 2 are contrast to each other and D is 2 is the cause of statement 1. Here option number A is correct. Statement 1 is the cause of statement 2. क्योंकि कार फ्लैश करती है तभी तो वो स्टंट रह जाता है कि ये क्या हुआ. What is the characteristic sound of voice that called out for Mr. Mead from the car? Melancholic, soft, high pitch, metallic. तो कौन सी आवाज आती है? Metallic आवाज आती है. Where did Mr. Mead tumble upon the car? When he was jumping the fence, when he was returning back from his walk, when he was whispering to the houses, when the dogs were barking at him. And the correct option is B. When he was returning back from his walk, तो कार उनको मतलब रोक लेती है. As per the story, about how many miles has Mr. Mead walked day and night? 100, a few hundreds, thousands, 5,000s, and option number C is correct, thousands. Select the option that shows correct relationship between statement 1 and 2. During the day, it was thunderous surge of cars. The gas stations open. 2 is now these highways were like streams in a dry season. जैसे dry season में streams सूख जाते हैं, वो सड़कें अब इस तरह से खाली पड़ी हुई हैं. तो statement 1 is the cause of 2. 1 is true but 2 is false. 1 and 2 are in contrast to each other, and 2 is the cause of statement 1. तो ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज करेक्ट. 1 and 2 आर इन कंट्रास्ट टू ईच अदर, क्योंकि दिन का माहौल बिल्कुल अलग है और रात का बिल्कुल अलग है. Question number 40. When the car flashed a fierce light upon him, he stood entranced, not unlike a dash. What did the author compare this to? Night moth, hawk, phantom, scared child. तो यहाँ पर night moth is correct, क्योंकि unlike a night moth, stunned by illumination and then drawn toward it. जैसे आपको पता है कि रात के जितने भी मौत होते हैं, नाइट मौत जिसको बोला गया, तो वो क्या करते हैं, जहां लाइट होती है वहां इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं. लेकिन ये तो इस केस में स्टन्ड ही रह गया कि ये क्या हुआ. Now choose the options that list the sequence in the correct order. A metallic voice called to him, stand still. He began his journey in a westerly direction towards the hidden sea. He was alone in this world of AD 2053, or as good as alone. Hello, in there, he whispered to every house on every side as he moved. तो करेक्ट सीक्वेंस में लगाने के लिए आपके पास ABCD 4 ऑप्शंस हैं और 4 तरह से अलग अलग हमने इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटीज बनाई हैं. ऑप्शन नंबर ए इज करेक्ट, जिसमें थर्ड वन, he was alone in this world of AD 2053 or as good as alone. This is on the top. Then second, he began his journey in a westerly direction towards the hidden sea. Then fourth, hello, in there, he whispered to every house on every side as he moved. And then last is a metallic voice called to him and stand still. कि तुम बाहर कैसे निकल गए भाई? What did the metallic voice from the car not tell Mr. Mead to do? Stay where you are. Don't move. Put up your hands. Your hands up or we will shoot. Turn your back. Widen your legs. तो इसमें से क्या नहीं कहा? ऑप्शन नंबर डी, टर्न योर बैक, वाइडन योर लेग्स नहीं कहा. बाकी तीनों तो बोली थी उस मेटेलिक वॉइस ने. What was the population of the city according to the story? 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, and population is option number B is correct, 3 million according to the story. He was within a block of his destination when the lone car turned a corner quite suddenly, means that Mead was blocked by the single car when he suddenly turned the corner, surprised to find a car preventing him to turn a corner, close to his home when the car appeared without warning, destined to be blocked by a car on a lonely street, and option number C is correct, close to his home when the car appeared without warning. How many people were seated in the police car? 1, 2, none, 3. None. Option number C is correct. कोई भी नहीं था. What according to Mr. Mead were people doing in their houses? Lying lazily or sleeping, having dinner and gossiping, arguing among us themselves, watching television, and option number D is correct, watching television. Leonard's house stood out among the rest because it was brightly lit with electric lights. A very old and broken house. It was enormous, huge, very big. It had no windows, and option number A is correct. Brightly lit with electric lights, क्योंकि बाकी सब में वो कैसे अलग से दिख रहा था, क्योंकि बाकी सब में तो लाइट ही नहीं है और उसने पूरा अच्छे से इलेक्ट्रिकली इसको लिट किया हुआ है, ब्राइट लाइट्स ऑन है सारी. Find the odd one out. Mr. Mead was happily married man. Mr. Mead had a television at home. Mr. Mead always went for a walk at 9 p.m. at night. Mr. Mead lived in a dystopian society. तो odd one out is Mr. Mead lived in a dystopian society. तो बाकी सब false है और ये true है. Mr. Mead's address was 11 South St. James Street, 11 North St. James Street, 10 South St. Peter Street, 10th North St. Peter Street. And the correct is option number A, 11 South St. James Street. What could have saved Mr. Mead from being taken away by the police car? A little more politeness, running away as fast as he could, a wife who could have provided an alibi, being respectful to the police car, and option number C is correct. A wife who could have provided an alibi. वो पूछते हैं कि वाइफ है तो फिर उसको बुला लेते हैं तो शायद वो कुछ कह देती और वो छोड़ देते. What words are not used to describe Leonard Mead's house? It had all its electric lights brightly lit. Correct. Every window was illuminated in loud yellow. Again correct. It was square and warm in the cool darkness. ठंड में भी वहां पर हमें वार्म लग रहा है. Again correct. The curtains were as white as moonlight. Option number D is incorrect. मतलब not में आएगा. Curtains were as white as moonlight. Mr. Mead was sent to the psychiatric center for disturbing peace of the residents, walking alone in the night, misbehaving and arguing with the police car, making noise on the street for the dogs to bark. And option number B is correct. Walking alone in the night. The motive of the story is to bring us out of our dash lives. Self-obsessed, self-contained, both A and B, none of these, and option number C is correct. Both A and B. मतलब हमारी सेल्फ ऑब्सेस्ड और सेल्फ कंटेन्ड लाइफ से हमें बाहर आना पड़ेगा कि हमें इतना मटेरियलिस्टिक नहीं बनना चाहिए. तो मैंने लास्ट में ये क्वेश्चन इसलिए रखा है ताकि मैं भी आपसे पूछूं कि आपको भी इतना मटेरियलिस्टिक नहीं बनना चाहिए कि मेरे से इतने सारे वीडियोस की डिमांड करते हो और मेंबर बनने के लिए सोच रहे हो, क्यों नहीं बाकियों की तरह अभी तक मेंबर बन चुके हो. With this, I conclude my today's video. Hope you like the questions given by me, and these questions will give you a complete revision of the chapter. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel.